In the vast world of One Piece, strength plays a crucial role in determining a character's influence, survival, and legendary status. With a diverse range of abilities, from devil fruits to haki, and an expansive world filled with warriors from different generations, it becomes an intriguing challenge to assess who stands at the pinnacle of power in each age group. One of the most fascinating aspects of One Piece is its massive cast, spanning across multiple generations, from young prodigies just starting their journey to old legends who have shaped history. But have you ever wondered who the strongest character is within specific age ranges? Who dominates among the youngest fighters? Who stands tall as the most formidable teenager? What about the strongest warriors in their prime or those who, despite their age, still wield immense power? In this analysis, we will rank the most powerful One Piece characters based on their respective age groups, from children to centenarians and beyond. This ranking is not just about raw strength but also about a character's influence, battle prowess, and unique abilities. Some characters rely purely on their combat skills, while others possess nearly godlike abilities that make them seem invincible. The rankings will take into account all these factors, ensuring a fair assessment of each category. The journey begins with the youngest warriors, the children of the One Piece world. Though they may not yet be the strongest, some possess unique abilities or potential that set them apart from the rest. Whether through devil fruits, special training, or sheer determination, a handful of kids have already left a mark in the series. As we explore these youthful contenders, we'll determine who among them deserves the title of the strongest. Moving up the ranks, we arrive at the teenage warriors, characters who, despite their youth, have already gained significant power and recognition. Some have trained under legendary figures, while others have unlocked incredible abilities at an early age. This category includes future leaders, prodigies, and even those who possess immense inherited power. From there, we venture into the 20s and 30s, the age range where many of the most renowned fighters reach their prime. This is where some of the strongest One Piece characters reside. Powerful captains, elite fighters, and fearsome rivals who have made their names known across the seas. Their battles have shaped the world, proving them to be among the greatest warriors of their generation. As we continue, we examine the warriors in their 40s and 50s. At this stage, battle-hardened veterans display their experience and mastery over their abilities, making them even more dangerous than their younger counterparts. Many of them have already cemented their place in history, having fought in legendary battles and influenced major world events. Some have honed their skills over decades, becoming nearly unbeatable in combat. Next, we enter the realm of the older legends, fighters in their 60s and beyond. Though age may have slowed some of them down, their sheer willpower, experience, and mastery of combat techniques keep them among the most formidable warriors. Some of these figures have fought since the days of the Pirate King himself, carrying the weight of history on their shoulders. Beyond that, we explore the extraordinary warriors who have surpassed a century in age. These characters are not only ancient but also possess unparalleled knowledge and, in some cases, almost mythical power. Giants, mystical beings, and figures with secretive pasts make up this category, showing that even the passage of time cannot diminish their strength. Finally, we arrive at the strongest of the strong, those who transcend all age barriers. While age may determine experience and endurance, the ultimate measure of power in One Piece goes beyond numbers. The mysterious figures that dominate the world from the shadows, the ones who have shaped history with their overwhelming abilities, stand at the peak of power. With each category thoroughly examined, we will ultimately determine who reigns supreme within their respective age group. From the youngest prodigy to the most ancient force, this ranking aims to settle the debate of who truly stands as the strongest in One Piece. In the world of One Piece, strength is not limited to the experienced and battle-hardened warriors of the Grand Line. Even among the youngest characters, there are individuals who possess extraordinary abilities that allow them to stand out. Whether through devil fruits, haki, or sheer determination, some kids have proven that age does not define power. In this section, we will explore the strongest child in One Piece before moving on to the most formidable teenager. When discussing the strongest child in the One Piece world, the choices are quite limited. After all, most children in the series are not yet seasoned fighters. However, there are a few young characters who have demonstrated impressive abilities that put them ahead of their peers. One notable mention is Toma, a young girl from Wano who possesses the Kibi Kibi no Mi, a paramecia-type devil fruit that allows her to create dango from her cheeks. These dango can be fed to animals and smile users, granting her control over them. While this ability is not directly combat-based, it is incredibly useful in battle, as Toma has been able to tame formidable enemies, including members of the Beast Pirates. Despite her strategic usefulness, Toma lacks the physical strength or combat skills to be considered the strongest child in One Piece. Another unique candidate is Smiley, an artificially created creature that technically counts as a child due to its short lifespan. Smiley was a massive gelatinous monster formed from a toxic chemical known as death gas. Though not human, Smiley was only a few years old and displayed immense destructive power. It was capable of spreading deadly poison and causing devastation wherever it moved. However, Smiley had a critical weakness, fire, which ultimately led to its downfall. This vulnerability makes it hard to consider Smiley as the strongest child in the series. The most deserving candidate for this title is Momonosuke, the rightful heir to Wano. At first glance, Momonosuke might not seem like a strong fighter. However, due to the effects of accelerated aging, his body developed to resemble that of a 28-year-old while he retained the mind of an 8-year-old. This transformation significantly enhanced his physical abilities, making him far stronger than any other child in the series. Beyond his physical growth, Momonosuke possesses a significant advantage, his artificial devil fruit, which is a replication of Kaido's mythical Zoan-type Uo no Mi model, Seiryu. This allows him to transform into a massive dragon, just like Kaido. Although he has yet to master his powers fully, he has already demonstrated incredible potential, such as the ability to fly and breathe fire. Given his rapid development and the fact that he holds a copy of one of the strongest devil fruits in the world, Momonosuke stands as the most powerful child in One Piece moving up in age. The One Piece world features several teenage characters who have demonstrated astonishing strength. Some of these young warriors have already left a significant mark on history, proving themselves in battle and showcasing abilities that rival even experienced fighters. Among them, 3 standout candidates must be considered: Shirahoshi, Carrot, and Monkey D. Luffy. Shirahoshi, the mermaid princess of the Rigu Kingdom, is an interesting case. Physically, she is incredibly weak and does not possess combat skills. However, she holds an ability that places her far above most characters in terms of potential. She is the ancient weapon Poseidon. This grants her the ability to control the Sea Kings, some of the most powerful creatures in the ocean. While she has not yet fully harnessed this power, its sheer destructive capability makes her an undeniable force to be reckoned with. If she ever gains control over her ability, she could become one of the most powerful beings in the world. However, since she cannot yet use this power at will and lacks direct combat skills, she does not qualify as the strongest teen at this moment. Another strong contender is Carrot, a member of the Mink tribe. What sets Carrot apart is her ability to transform into Sulong form under the full moon. In this state, her strength, speed, and agility increase dramatically, allowing her to overpower powerful enemies with ease. She has proven her combat prowess multiple times, such as during the battle against the Big Mom pirates. However, the major drawback to her strength is that the Sulong transformation can only be used during the full moon, making it an inconsistent power. Since her abilities are not always available, Carrot falls short of being the strongest teen in One Piece. That title belongs to none other than Monkey D. Luffy. Though he began his journey as an underdog, Luffy has grown into an absolute powerhouse. By the time he was a teenager, he had already displayed impressive combat skills, resilience, and a mastery of his devil fruit, the Gomu Gomu no Mi. However, his true strength was unlocked when it was revealed that his devil fruit was not actually the Gomu Gomu no Mi, but rather the mythical Zoan-type Hito Hito no Mi model, Nika. This transformation granted him access to Gear 5th, a state in which his rubber-like body takes on near-godlike properties, allowing him to manipulate reality in a cartoonish yet devastating way. Luffy's true power, however, extends beyond his devil fruit. He has mastered all 3 forms of Haki: Observation Haki, Armament Haki, and the Rare Conqueror's Haki. Even more impressively, he has unlocked the advanced versions of these abilities, making him one of the few individuals capable of fighting against the most powerful figures in the world. His ability to infuse Conqueror's Haki into his attacks has allowed him to stand toe-to-toe with emperors like Kaido. In addition to his immense strength, Luffy has an indomitable spirit that allows him to push past his limits in battle. His ability to grow stronger through adversity, coupled with his mastery of his Devil Fruit and Haki, makes him the strongest teenager in One Piece without question. While One Piece has many young characters with incredible abilities, Momonosuke and Luffy stand at the top of their respective categories. Momonosuke, with his artificially aged body and mythical Zoan Devil Fruit, surpasses all other children in raw power. Meanwhile, Luffy's mastery of Gear 5th, advanced Haki, and sheer willpower place him far above any other teenager in the series. These rankings demonstrate that even at a young age, some characters in One Piece possess overwhelming strength that allows them to rival the greatest warriors in the world. As they continue to grow, their potential is limitless, and their roles in shaping the future of the world will be undeniably significant. As characters mature in the One Piece world, their strength increases significantly. While teenage fighters show immense potential, it is usually during their 20s and 30s that warriors reach their prime, mastering their combat abilities and establishing themselves as true powerhouses. This category contains some of the strongest members of the new generation, including rising stars and veteran warriors who have already made their mark. The One Piece world is filled with young warriors who have proven themselves time and time again. Among them, three notable figures stand out: Roronoa Zoro, Vinsmoke Sanji, and Yamato. Each of these fighters has demonstrated incredible growth, but only one can be considered the strongest in this age range. Roronoa Zoro, the swordsman of the Straw Hat Pirates, is one of the most formidable warriors of his generation. Having trained under Dracul Mihawk, the world's strongest swordsman, Zoro has mastered the use of armament and Conqueror's Haki, allowing him to infuse his blades with immense power. His greatest achievement came during the Wano arc, where he wielded Enma, a sword that helped him unlock the ability to coat his attacks with advanced Conqueror's Haki. This put him in a league far above most of his peers, making him a true contender for the strongest character in his 20s. Vinsmoke Sanji, another key figure in the Straw Hat crew, has also undergone immense development. Thanks to his genetic enhancements from the Germa Kingdom, Sanji possesses superhuman durability, speed, and strength. His most notable power-up came when his exoskeleton fully awakened, granting him enhanced resilience and the ability to produce flames hotter than ever before. His Ifrit Jam technique is capable of overwhelming even the toughest opponents, making him one of the strongest young fighters in the world. However, Yamato surpasses both Zoro and Sanji in terms of raw power. The daughter of Kaido, Yamato inherited immense physical strength and endurance from her father. She also possesses the mythical Zoan-type Ainu no Mi model, Okuchi no Makami, which enhances her abilities significantly. In her hybrid form, she gains enhanced speed, strength, and ice-based attacks, making her an incredibly versatile fighter. More impressively, she was able to hold her own against a fully powered Kaido for an extended period. Given that neither Zoro nor Sanji has shown the ability to withstand such a battle, Yamato stands as the strongest character in this age range. The 30 to 40 age range features some of the most dominant figures in the One Piece world. Two standout warriors in this category are Shanks and Kazuki Oden. Kazuki Oden was one of the most powerful samurai of Wano, known for his incredible swordsmanship and monstrous endurance. He was the only known individual to seriously wound Kaido in battle, proving his unparalleled skill. Oden was also a master of advanced Conqueror's Haki, allowing him to clash with some of the strongest figures of his time. His raw strength, combined with his charisma and leadership, made him a legend in Wano and beyond. On the other hand, Shanks is one of the most feared and respected pirates in the world. Despite having lost an arm, he has maintained his position as one of the 4 emperors, proving his incredible strength. Unlike most top-tier fighters, Shanks does not rely on a devil fruit. Instead, he has mastered Haki to an unimaginable degree. He possesses the most refined use of Conqueror's Haki, capable of overwhelming even seasoned warriors without even drawing his sword. His reputation as one of the strongest living pirates further solidifies his dominance in this category. While Oden was undeniably strong, Shanks is in a league of his own. He has remained relevant in the One Piece world long after Oden's era, proving his ability to compete with the most powerful characters. For this reason, Shanks is the strongest character in his 30s at this stage. Characters have reached their peak, having refined their combat techniques and battle experience over decades. Many of the most dangerous and influential figures in the world fall into this category, including former warlords, fearsome pirates, and legendary swordsmen. However, only one can be considered the strongest. One of the most notable figures in this category is Dracul Mihawk, the world's strongest swordsman. His swordsmanship is unmatched, and his ability to slice through massive structures with a single swing showcases his terrifying strength. Mihawk's mastery of Haki, particularly observation Haki, allows him to predict and counter attacks with ease. However, Mihawk's lack of major battles in the series makes it difficult to fully gauge his true potential. Another major contender is Blackbeard, Marshall D. Teach, one of the most feared pirates in the world. Blackbeard's power is unprecedented, as he possesses two of the most powerful devil fruits in existence, the Yami Yami no Mi and the Gura Gura no Mi. The former allows him to manipulate darkness and nullify other devil fruit abilities, while the latter grants him the power to create devastating earthquakes. This combination makes Blackbeard a nearly unstoppable force, capable of overwhelming even the strongest opponents. In addition to Mihawk and Blackbeard, several former warlords also belong to this category. Crocodile, Doflamingo, and Jinbe are all formidable fighters, each with their own unique strengths. Crocodile's mastery of the Suna Suna no Mi allows him to manipulate sand with deadly precision, while Doflamingo's Ito Ito no Mi grants him unparalleled control over strings, enabling him to manipulate enemies like puppets. Jinbe, a fishman karate master, possesses incredible physical strength and resilience, making him one of the most dangerous hand-to-hand combatants. Despite the presence of several powerful warriors in this age range, Blackbeard emerges as the strongest character in his 40s and 50s. The primary reason for this is his ability to wield two devil fruits simultaneously. The Yami Yami no Mi is considered one of the most dangerous devil fruits, allowing him to absorb attacks and nullify other abilities. Meanwhile, the Gura Gura no Mi was previously owned by Whitebeard, and its ability to create destructive shockwaves makes Blackbeard one of the deadliest fighters in the world. Beyond his devil fruits, Blackbeard is also highly intelligent and strategic. Unlike many other fighters who rely purely on strength, he carefully plots his moves, ensuring that he always has the upper hand. His cunning nature, combined with his immense power, has allowed him to ascend rapidly in the pirate world, securing his position as one of the four emperors. Moreover, Blackbeard has continued to grow stronger, recruiting some of the most dangerous criminals from Impel Down to serve under him. This formidable crew, combined with his overwhelming abilities, makes him an even greater threat. While Mihawk, Doflamingo, and other characters in this age range are undeniably powerful, none have shown the same level of dominance and ambition as Blackbeard. His unique combination of abilities, strategic mind, and relentless pursuit of power solidify his position as the strongest character in the 40 to 50 age range. In the 20s and 30s age category, Yamato and Shanks emerge as the strongest characters due to their immense combat abilities and mastery over Haki. Yamato's mythical Zoan powers and endurance place her above Zoro and Sanji, while Shanks' refined Haki and immense presence in the world of One Piece allow him to surpass Oden. For the 40s and 50s, Blackbeard stands at the top, possessing two of the most powerful devil fruits and displaying a level of cunning that makes him nearly invincible. His rapid rise to power and overwhelming strength make him the dominant figure in his age range. As we continue up the age groups, the competition only grows fiercer, proving that in One Piece, strength knows no limits. As characters enter their 50s and 60s, they are often at the peak of their power. With decades of experience, refined combat techniques, and mastery over their abilities, many of the strongest figures in One Piece belong to this category. Some of the most dominant names in the world, including the Pirate King himself, hail from this age range. The One Piece world has several formidable warriors in their 50s, but three figures stand out above the rest: Fleet Admiral Akainu, the Emperor Kaido, and the legendary Pirate King Gol D. Roger. Sakazuki Akainu, the current Fleet Admiral of the Marines, is one of the most feared individuals in the world. His mastery of the Magu Magu no Mi grants him the ability to create and control magma, which can melt nearly anything in its path. Akainu's sheer brutality and ruthless sense of justice make him one of the most dangerous figures in the marine hierarchy. His devastating power was fully displayed during the Marineford War, where he fought against Whitebeard, delivered lethal blows to Ace, and clashed with several powerful opponents without hesitation. He is widely regarded as the strongest active marine and a near-unstoppable force on the battlefield. Kaido, known as the strongest creature in the world, is another top contender. As a mythical Zoan user, Kaido possesses the Uo Uo no Mi model, Seiryu, allowing him to transform into a massive, nearly indestructible dragon. His physical endurance is legendary, as he has survived countless execution attempts and possesses a nearly impenetrable body. Additionally, Kaido is a master of advanced Conqueror's Haki, allowing him to deliver devastating blows without even making direct contact. His overwhelming presence and dominance in Wano showcase just how powerful he was, taking on multiple opponents, including Luffy, Zoro, and Yamato, while still standing strong. Despite Akainu's and Kaido's immense power, Gol D. Roger stands above them all. The legendary Pirate King was the only person to conquer the Grand Line and uncover the secrets of the world. Though he never possessed a devil fruit, Roger relied purely on his Haki, making him one of the most dangerous fighters to ever live. His advanced Conqueror's Haki was so powerful that he could clash with Whitebeard and send shockwaves through the battlefield. Roger's fight against Whitebeard, the world's strongest man, demonstrated that he was in a league of his own. Every clash of their weapons caused massive destruction without even making physical contact. Unlike Kaido, who ultimately fell in battle, and Akainu, who was unable to challenge the Pirate King's era, Roger cemented his place as the strongest figure in his 50s. His legacy continues to shape the world, and no one else in this age range has ever surpassed his accomplishments. Moving into the 60 to 70 age range, many of the legendary figures of the previous era begin to show signs of aging. However, some still remain as dominant forces, with Big Mom standing as the most powerful among them. Charlotte Linlin, also known as Big Mom, was one of the 4 emperors and an unparalleled force in the New World. Even in her 60s, she remained one of the strongest pirates alive, capable of enduring immense damage while delivering devastating attacks. Her Soru Soru no Mi granted her the ability to manipulate souls, allowing her to extract life force from others and create an army of Homis infused with her own soul. Big Mom's physical strength alone was terrifying, as she could overpower giants, destroy entire structures with ease, and withstand attacks that would cripple most other characters. During the Wano arc, it took the combined efforts of Eustace Kid and Trafalgar Law, 2 of the most powerful new generation pirates, to bring her down. Even then, she continued fighting until she was ultimately removed from the battlefield. While characters like Redleg Zeph and Gan Fall exist within this age range, none come close to the raw power and dominance that Big Mom displayed. Her endurance, combined with her terrifying devil fruit abilities, makes her the strongest character in her 60s. At this stage, many characters begin to decline in terms of physical ability. However, some legendary figures continue to fight at an elite level, proving that experience and battle prowess can sometimes outweigh youthful strength. In this category, Monkey D. Garp, Sengo, and Whitebeard are the primary contenders, with Garp ultimately standing above the rest. One of the most renowned figures in the One Piece world, Monkey D. Garp, remains a powerhouse even in his 70s. As the hero of the Marines, Garp was feared by pirates across the seas, having engaged in countless battles with some of the strongest figures in history. Despite lacking a devil fruit, Garp's raw physical strength and mastery of Haki made him a near-invincible force. His punches were so powerful that they could destroy mountains, and even in his older years, he was able to challenge some of the most dangerous criminals in the world. His battle at Hashinosu showcased his remaining strength, as he took on multiple Titanic captains and fought against Blackbeard's forces single-handedly. Sengo, the former fleet admiral of the Marines, is another major figure in this age range. Unlike Garp, Sengo possesses a mythical Zoan devil fruit, the Haito Haito no Mi model, Daibutsu, which allows him to transform into a massive golden Buddha. This grants him increased strength and durability, making him one of the most powerful Marines in history. However, Sengo has taken a more passive role in recent years, unlike Garp, who continues to fight at full power. The last major figure in this category is Whitebeard, the man once known as the strongest in the world. In his prime, Whitebeard was unmatched, possessing the Gura Gura no Mi, which allowed him to create devastating earthquakes capable of reshaping the battlefield. However, by the time of the Marineford War, Whitebeard's health had declined significantly. His sickness weakened him, preventing him from using his full power. Though he still fought bravely, he was ultimately overwhelmed by Blackbeard and his crew. Because Whitebeard's decline had such a significant impact on his strength, Garp ultimately surpasses him in this category. While Whitebeard was once stronger, his age and sickness had taken too much of a toll by the time of his final battle. Meanwhile, Garp remained active, continuing to display immense power even as he grew older. Among the characters in their 80s, Hadjrudin stands out as the most powerful. As the captain of the new giant pirates, Hadjrudin has demonstrated incredible strength, capable of overpowering powerful gladiators and defeating formidable opponents in battle. While other characters like Mother Caramel and Clover exist in this age range, they do not possess the combat prowess needed to be considered the strongest. Hadjrudin, as a battle-hardened warrior, has proven himself repeatedly, making him the most dominant figure in the 80 to 90 age category. In the 50s to 60s range, Gol D. Roger and Big Mom emerge as the strongest figures. Roger, as the Pirate King, stands far above Kaido and Akainu, while Big Mom's overwhelming power and resilience make her the dominant force in her age range. For the 70s to 80s, Garp and Hadjrudin take the top spots. Garp, despite his age, continues to display monstrous strength, surpassing the weakened Whitebeard. Hadjrudin, as the strongest giant, leads the new giant pirates, securing his position as the most powerful warrior in his 80s. As we move into the oldest characters in the One Piece world, the competition continues to evolve, proving that strength is not solely determined by youth but also by experience and willpower. At the twilight of life, most individuals experience a decline in physical strength and combat ability. However, in the world of One Piece, some characters in their 90s and even 100s continue to be formidable warriors. With lifespans extending beyond normal human limits, certain characters defy the natural effects of aging, maintaining their strength or even growing stronger as they advance in years. In this category, we examine characters such as Brook, Sanwó Wolf, and Struzan, ultimately determining that Sanwó Wolf is the strongest among them. Brook, the skeletal musician of the Straw Hat Pirates, is one of the most unique characters in the One Piece universe. At 90 years old, Brook should be well past his prime, but thanks to the powers of the Yomi Yomi no Mi, he continues to fight with remarkable skill and endurance. Brook's devil fruit granted him a second life after his original body perished. When his soul returned, however, his body had decayed to nothing but bones, yet this did not hinder his combat ability. Over the years, Brook has developed an impressive sword-fighting style that incorporates his musical abilities, creating techniques that can freeze enemies in place or lull them into a deep sleep. Furthermore, Brook has learned to manipulate his soul, allowing him to separate from his body and phase through objects. This unique skill set makes him a difficult opponent to pin down, but while Brook is an incredibly skilled swordsman and a highly valuable member of the Straw Hats, he does not possess the sheer physical power to claim the title of the strongest in this category. Struzan, the head chef of the Big Mom Pirates, is another noteworthy contender in this age range. As a former member of the Rocks Pirates, Struzan has decades of experience and was one of the earliest figures to help Charlotte Linlin rise to power. His Cuckoo Cuckoo no Mi allows him to manipulate food, transforming objects into edible substances. This ability, while unconventional, has proven to be useful in various situations. However, Struzan is not known for his combat ability. While he played a significant role in shaping the Big Mom Pirates, his strength in battle does not compare to the other characters in this category. Sanwó Wolf, a member of Blackbeard's crew, is easily the most physically imposing figure among the characters in this age group. As one of the most dangerous criminals to escape from Impel Down's Level 6, Sanwó Wolf earned his place among the most notorious pirates in history. His enormous size, which dwarfs even the giants of Elbaf, makes him a truly fearsome opponent. While his origins remain unknown, It is speculated that he is not a natural giant but instead possesses a devil fruit that has greatly increased his size. The Deka no Mi, otherized Paramecia-type devil fruit, could be responsible for his massive stature, allowing him to grow even larger than normal giants. Despite his immense bulk, Sanwon Wolf is not just a mindless brute. He was deemed one of the most dangerous prisoners in Impel Down, meaning he must have possessed considerable strength and combat ability before joining Blackbeard's crew. His durability and sheer destructive power make him an overwhelming presence on the battlefield, capable of wiping out entire fleets with ease. When comparing Sanwon Wolf to Brook and Struzen, it is clear that he surpasses both in terms of raw power. While Brook has agility and versatility and Struzen has experience, neither can match the sheer physical dominance that Sanwon Wolf brings to the table. For this reason, Sanwon Wolf is the strongest character in the 90s-100s age range. Once a character surpasses 100 years of age, they typically enter the realm of myth and legend. Many of these figures are not even human, but rather ancient beings who have lived for centuries or even millennia. This category contains some of the most enigmatic and powerful entities in the One Piece world, including Zunisha, the Five Elders, and Aimu. Ultimately, Aimu stands as the strongest of them all. Zunisha is a massive elephant that has walked the seas for over 1,000 years. As the last known survivor of its species, Zunisha possesses unparalleled endurance and strength, capable of carrying an entire civilization on its back. The island of Zu rests upon Zunisha's body, allowing its inhabitants to travel across the Grand Line without interference. In terms of physical power, Zunisha is beyond comparison. It was able to easily crush one of Jack's ships with a single swing of its trunk, displaying devastating force. Furthermore, Zunisha possesses a deep connection to Joy Boy and the lost history of the world, suggesting that its origins tie into some of the most significant events in One Piece. However, despite its overwhelming size and strength, Zunisha is ultimately bound by its past. It has been sentenced to walk the seas for eternity as punishment for an unknown crime, preventing it from freely engaging in combat. While its physical power is unmatched, its lack of agency limits its ability to truly be the strongest character in this category. The Five Elders, or Gorosei, are some of the most mysterious figures in One Piece. While they appear to be elderly men, it was revealed during the Egghead arc that they possess supernatural abilities and seemingly immortal bodies. Unlike regular humans, the Five Elders are able to withstand immense damage and recover quickly, suggesting that they have access to some form of immortality. Furthermore, their transformation abilities indicate that they possess devil fruits of immense power. These abilities allow them to take monstrous forms, enhancing their strength and durability to near unbeatable levels. Their connection to the Void Century and their role in shaping the world's history make them one of the most powerful entities in existence. Despite their overwhelming abilities, however, the Five Elders are not the highest power in the world. Above them stands an even more fearsome figure, Aimu. Aimu is perhaps the most enigmatic character in One Piece. While little is known about their origins, Aimu is the true sovereign of the world, secretly ruling over the world government from the shadows. Unlike the Five Elders, who are publicly recognized, Aimu's existence is hidden from the world, making them the most dangerous force behind global events. What sets Aimu apart from every other character in this category is their unparalleled power. In the brief moments where Aimu's abilities have been displayed, it is clear that they possess abilities far beyond the norm. During their assault on the Revolutionary Army, Aimu demonstrated the ability to obliterate entire islands from a distance, a feat that no other character has shown. Whether this power stems from a devil fruit, an ancient weapon, or something else entirely remains unknown, but its scale is terrifying. Furthermore, Aimu appears to have control over a unique form of life-draining power, as seen when they reduced one of the Five Elders to a skeletal husk in an instant. This ability suggests that Aimu can kill or weaken even the most powerful beings without direct combat, making them an unparalleled threat. Beyond their combat abilities, Aimu's influence over the world is absolute. They dictate the actions of the world government, manipulate historical records, and ensure that any threat to their rule is eliminated. Their knowledge of the Void Century further solidifies their position as the most dangerous and powerful entity in the world. When compared to Zunisha or the Five Elders, Aimu's abilities are simply on another level. While Zunisha is physically dominant and the five elders possess immense strength, neither can match the sheer destructive power and influence that Aimu commands. For these reasons, Aimu is the strongest character over 100 years old in One Piece. In the 90s-100s range, Sanwon Wolf emerges as the strongest due to his overwhelming size and raw power, surpassing Brook and Struzen. For those over 100 years old, Aimu is undeniably the most powerful. With their ability to destroy entire islands, manipulate life force, and rule the world from the shadows, Aimu stands at the pinnacle of One Piece power rankings. As the series unfolds, more secrets about these ancient beings may come to light, but for now, Aimu remains the most mysterious and terrifying force in the world.